you brought up the point of taste. I think that's really interesting to me. It reminds me of a conversation I had with, producer some time back, and that context was filmmaking, as I mentioned earlier. And when it came to AI tools, say for producers to analyze scripts and so on, initially the reaction from some studios was, there's no way our creative people will use AI because the AI cannot be creative. Then it was, they feel threatened by it. But then you actually look at the job that's happening and you talk to the people. Turns out a typical person is overwhelmed with the number of scripts coming in, 4 books, 6 scripts to read in a weekend. And, AI actually is great for them to understand, what is this about? Does this fit your mandate? Is it too similar to what you're working with? And when it comes to what does this make me feel and where do I want stories to go in the future, that taste-making role, it's very hard to not see humans being relevant in that setting.
Completely. I mean, again, it's a lot of what AI is doing is sort of, it's bringing together all the best practices and all the knowledge that exists to formulate something new. And again, it could probably write scripts and movies that are on point with some of the average films that are out there. Of course it could, but it's never going to create something. And you take some people who push into new territories or have context and references that only a human that's gone through the human experience can get to in certain pieces of dialogue. And I think that's why I feel I'm cautious and I care about when I say, not all creativity and not all jobs are worth preserving. I don't say that in a cold-hearted way. I mean, everyone deserves to have a job. I just think it's going to give people new opportunities and it's going to industrialize the imagination. Because when everyone has access to best practices, then something new has to happen, you know what I mean, to sort of elevate beyond that. And we look out in the real world, as I said, taste is actually a real thing. Understanding and context are real things. Making connections are real things. Our past is littered with things that allowed us to do things faster and more. And at the moment, it's just allowing us to do things cheaper and faster. There's some big fashion brand that had spent $600,000 making a esoteric commercial with someone diving in the water and swimming in whales and all this sort of stuff. And it was for, a perfume or something like that. I think they spent 2 months making the ad or 3 months and it cost $600,000. And someone had used AI and recreated it in a matter of hours for, $100, which is extraordinary. What no one's talking about is that both of them were crap. Do you know what I mean?